Good morning. So now we have seen the interpolation in the last class. So what is interpolation? If the function f of x is a single valued and continuous and is known explicitly, then the values of f of x for certain values of x like x0, x1, x2, xn can be calculated. So what is interpolation? So interpolation means it is the technique or method to determine the value of the function at the given values of x in between the given data points. So we have seen the interpolation form polynomial, that is Hermite interpolation polynomial. Now today we discuss about the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So in this Lagrange's interpolating polynomial, we desire to have interpolation formulae with unequally spaced values of the independent variables. So in the previous formula, Newton's forward and Newton's backward interpolating polynomial, the values of x are equally spaced. But when the values of x are not equally spaced, then we have to use the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So what is Lagrange's interpolating polynomial? How can we derive the formula for the Lagrange's interpolation polynomial? So I'm sharing the screen. Let us see here. Now see here. We are going to derive the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So let x0, x1, x2, xn. So these are the x values. Be the n plus 1 values of x. So because we are starting from x0 and ending at xn, so from x1, x2, x3, xn, these are n values, and we are going to start from x0 to xn, so it becomes n plus 1 values of x, which are not necessarily equally spaced. Means the distance between x1, x2 and x2, x3 may not be equal. So they are not equally spaced. They may be equally spaced or they may not be equally spaced. So this is not necessarily equally spaced. And let y0, y1, y2, y3 dash dash yn be the corresponding values of y is equal to f of x. Means the value of the function at x is equal to 0 is y0. The value of the function at x1 is y1. The value of the function at x is equal to x2 is y2, and so on. So let the polynomial of degree n for the function y is equal to f of x passing through these n plus 1 points. So these points can be written as x0, f of x0, that is y0. At x is equal to x0, the value is y0, corresponding value. At x is equal to x1, the corresponding value is f of x1, that is y1. So x1, f of x1, x2, f of x2, dash dash, xn, f of xn. So these are the n plus 1 points for the n plus 1 points of x. The corresponding values of y are y0, y1, y2, yn. So these n plus 1 points can be written as x0, comma f of x0, x1, comma f of x1, and xn, comma f of xn. Now we are going to write a polynomial, that is y is equal to f of x is equal to a0 into x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus dash dash, x minus xn. So here in the first term, the constant is a0, and we are writing the terms or the factors from x1 to xn, leaving x minus x naught one factor. One linear factor we are excluding here, that is x minus x naught. So in the second term, we are writing the polynomial as a1 into a1 is a constant, and the n factors are x minus x naught, x minus x2, x minus x3 dash dash x minus xn. In the second term, we are leaving x minus x1 factor. Similarly, in the third term, a2 into x minus x naught, x minus x1, we are leaving here x minus x2 factor. So other factor is x minus x3 and dash dash x minus xn. Similarly, the last term will be an. So this is the constant, and you have to write the terms or the factors except x minus xn. So what will be the factors? X minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2 dash dash x minus xn minus 1. So we are writing the polynomial as y is equal to f of x is equal to a0 into something. So what are a0, a1, a2, an? These are the constants which were to be determined. So these constants we have to determine to write the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. We know x naught, x1, x2, x3. So these x values we know, and what f of x naught, what is, if we substitute x is equal to x naught, then we get y f of x naught. So this is the value of y at x is equal to x naught. So we know the values of x naught and corresponding value y naught, x1, y1, x2, y2, and xn, y1, yn. Now it is required to determine the values of a0, a1, a2, a3, and an. Now, how to determine these values, these constants? If we determine these constants, then we can write the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So, to determine a0, a1, a2, these constants, now we are substituting x is equal to x naught in the first equation. That is what we have assumed the polynomial. If we substitute x is equal to x naught in this polynomial 1, so what we get here, f of x naught. In place of x, we are substituting x naught. So it becomes f of x naught is equal to a0 into x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x3 dash dash x naught minus xn, plus what will be the second term, a1 into x naught minus x naught. So it becomes 0. Similarly, in third term, a2 into x naught minus x naught, it is also becomes 0. And similarly, the last term will also vanishes, because if we substitute x is equal to x naught, all the terms will vanishes except the first term, that is a0 into x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2 into dash dash x naught minus xn. So what will we get here? F of x naught is equal to a0 into x naught minus x1. So this result we will get after substituting x is equal to x naught. So f of x naught is equal to a naught into x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, dash dash x naught minus xn. So what will be the value of a naught? F of x naught by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, dash dash x naught minus xn. Similarly, if we substitute x is equal to x1 in the equation 1, we will get the second constant, that is a1. So let us substitute here. At x is equal to x1, it becomes f of x1, a0 into x1 minus x1. So this term will be vanishes. Now in the second term, a1 into x1 minus x0 into x1 minus x2 dash dash x1 minus xn. So this term will remain as it is, it will not be vanishes. And all other terms will vanishes when we substitute x is equal to x1. x1 minus x1, so this will be cancelled. x1 minus x1, 0 into something 0. So we get f of x1 is equal to a1 into x1 minus x0. So this result we get when we substitute x is equal to x1 in the function. y is equal to f of x. So f of x1 is equal to a1 into x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 dash dash x1 minus xn. Here there will not be a factor x1 minus x1. So what is a1? a1 is equal to f of x1 by all these factors will come in the denominator, x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2, etc. Similarly, if we substitute x is equal to x2, x is equal to x3, x is equal to dash dash xn, we get a2 is equal to f of x2 by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1, x2 minus xn. Similarly, an is equal to f of xn by xn minus x0, xn minus x1, x1 minus xn minus 1. So these are the constants which were to be determined. So we have determined all the constants. Now substitute these values of constants a0, a1, a2, a3, dash dash an in the function that is 1. We get the polynomial known as Lagrange's interpolation polynomial. So we are substituting here. So what is the value of a1? a1 is a0. a0 is nothing but f of x naught by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2 dash dash. And what is the factor here? For a1, a0, the factors are x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus xn. So x minus x1, x minus x2, these are as it is. We are substituting the value of a naught. A naught is f of x naught by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus xn. Similarly, the second in the second term, x minus x naught, x minus x2, the numerator factors are as it is. Now we are substituting the value of a1. a1 is f of x1 by x naught minus x1, x naught, x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2, dash dash x1 minus xn. Similarly, we have to substitute the value of a2. This is the value of a2 and this is the value of an. Now, this is the formula f of x is equal to x minus x1, x minus x2 dash dash by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, etc. into f of x naught, f of x1 by f of x2 by. So this is the formula known as Lagrange's interpolating polynomial or Lagrange's interpolation formula. This can also be written as f of x is equal to, since these are all the sum of the terms. So this can be written as sigma f of xk, where k takes value 0 to n. If we take k is equal to 0, it becomes f of x naught. If we take k is equal to 1, it becomes f of x1, f of x2, k, if we substitute k is equal to 2. Similarly, f of xn. Now this is product of j is equal to 0 to n. When j is not equal to k, so this is x minus xj by xk minus xj. So substitute here, when j is equal to 0, x minus x0. So this is the first, j is equal to 0, 0 to n. So x minus x naught, when j is not equal to k, means in the first term we should not take x minus x naught. So x minus x1, here we have to take x1, x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3 dash dash, x minus xn by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus xn into, this is when we take a k is equal to 0, it becomes f of x naught. Similarly, by substituting k is equal to 1, k is equal to 2, k is equal to 3, we get this formula. So this formula is known as Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So we can also write this formula as x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus dash dash x1, xn into f of x1 by x1 minus x2, x1 minus x3 dash dash etc. x1 minus xn. Instead of taking x0 to xn, if we take x1 to xn, then we can write this formula. So this is another form of the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So once again, so what is our Lagrange's interpolating polynomial? if the x values are given, x0, x1, x2, xn, n plus 1 points are given, and the corresponding values are y0, y1, y2, y3, yn, then for these n plus 1 points, we have to write the formula y is equal to f of x is equal to a0, x minus x1, x minus x2, etc. So this is the equation or the polynomial where a0, a1, a2, a3, an are the constants to be determined, so that if we substitute x is equal to x0, we get the value of a0. Similarly, if we substitute x is equal to x1, we get the value of a1. By substituting x is equal to x2, we get the value of a2, and by substituting x is equal to xn, we get the value of an. After finding these constants, substitute all the values of the constants in the equation 1, we get the polynomial y is equal to f of x is equal to, so this is the polynomial known as Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. Now, how to find the value of the given function at a given value of x by using Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So let us see this problem. Evaluate f of 10 given that f of x is equal to 168, 192, 336. So these are the values of the function at the value of x is equal to 1, 7, 15 respectively by using Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. So what is this? This is the value of x. So we assign this value as x0. Next value is x1. Other value, next value is x2. So x0 is 1, x1 is 7, x2 is 15. The corresponding values are y0 is equal to 168, y1 is equal to 192, and y3 is equal to 336. So we have given x0, x1, x2, y0, y1, y2. Now what we have to determine? We have to determine f of 10. F of 10 means at x is equal to 10, what is the value of the given function? So at x is equal to 10, we have to determine the value of the function. So what are the values of x? 1, 7, 15. So 1 to 15, three values of x are given and corresponding values are also given. Now we have to determine the value in between 7 and 15. So in between 7 and 15 means we have to determine the value of the function in between the given data points. So this is called interpolation. So we can determine the value of the function by using methods. So there are so many methods. Now we are using Lagrange's interpolating polynomial, Lagrange's formula. So the Lagrange's formula is, interpolating formula is y is equal to f of x is equal to, so three values are given, x0, x1, x2, y0, y1, y2. So we can write the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial as y is equal to f of x is equal to, so first functional value is f of x0. So in the numerator, there will be the factors x minus x1, x minus x2. So there should not be x minus x0 factor in the numerator. In denominator, we have to subtract these x1, x2 values from x0. x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2 into f of x0. So the second term will be x minus x0, x minus x2 by x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2 into f of x1 plus x minus x0, x minus x1 by x2 minus x0, x2 minus x1 into f of x2. Since this is y0, y1, y2, so we have to stop the formula here, up to f of x2. So this is Lagrange's interpolating polynomial or Lagrange's formula. Now we know the values of x1, x0, x2, y0, y1, y2. F of x0 is nothing but y0, f of x1 is nothing but y1, and f of x2 is nothing but y2. And we know the values of x0, x1, x2. Substitute all values here, we get the polynomial known as Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. Now we can directly determine the value of the function f of 10. So at x is equal to 10, we have to determine the value of the function. So directly if we substitute x is equal to 10 in the given polynomial, we get the value of f of 10, the value of the function at x is equal to 10. So at x is equal to 10, the value of the function f of 10 is obtained by substituting the given values. Now we are substituting x is equal to 10 in the given function. So x, in place of x we are substituting 10. What is x1? x1 is 7. So x1 is 7, x2 is 15, x0 1. So what are the values given? We are substituting in this equation. So x minus x1, 10 minus 7, 10 minus 15 by x1 is 1, 1 minus 7, 1 minus 15 into f of x0. F of x0 is 168. Similarly, substituting in place of x10, 10 minus 1, 10 minus 15 by 7 minus 1, 7 minus 15, because x1 is 7 into f of x1. What is f of x1? F of x1 is 192. Similarly, we are substituting here x minus x0, x minus x1, 10 minus 1, 10 minus 7 by 15 minus 1, 15 minus 7 into f of x2. F of x2 value is 336. So this is f of x2 value, that is 336. Now after substituting, we have to simplify this equation. So this first term will be, if we simplify this, we get minus 15 by 84 into 168, and this is minus 45, 10 minus 1, 9, 9 into minus 5, minus 45 by minus 48 into 192, and the third term is 27 by 112 into 336. So first term will become minus 30.005. Using calculator we can find this value, and second term is 180, and third term is 81.01. So simplifying this again, we get f10 value as, that is at x is equal to 10, the given value of the function will be 231.005 approximately. So this is the value of the function at x is equal to 10. See what is the value of the function at x is equal to 7 and x is equal to 15. So this 10 is in between 7 and 15. So we will get the value of the function in between the given values at x is equal to 7 and x is equal to 15. So see here, what is the value given? At x is equal to 7, it is 192. At x is equal to 15, the value is 336. So in between 7 and 15, 10 is the value. So at x is equal to 10, we should get the value of the given function between 192 and 336. So what we have get here, f of 10 is equal to 231.005, which is in between the given values of x is equal to 7 and x is equal to 15. So this is the method to determine the value of the function at the given interval of point in between the given data points. So another example is u0 is given 580, u1 is 556, u2 is 520. Corresponding values, instead of y, it is given, and u4 is 385, find u3. So the given data can be calculated or tabulated as, suppose this is x, 0, 1, 2 and 4. We have to determine u3. 3 is not given, so 3 lies in between 2 and 4. So we can determine this, the value of the function at x is equal to 3. So ux, so u0 is 580, u1 is 556, u2 is 520, and u4 is 385. Now what is this? 0, 0 is x0, this is x1, this is x2, and this is x4. x3 is not given, since all the points are equidistant, equally spaced, but 3 is not given. We have to determine the value of the function at x is equal to 3. So u3 we have to determine. u0 is given, so at x equal to 0, value is 580, at x equal to 1, 556. So this is u of 1, this is u of 2, this is u of 4, u4, and this is u of 0. x0 is equal to 0, x1 is equal to 1, x2 is equal to 2, x4 is equal to 4. and f of x naught is 580, f of x1 is 556, this is f of x2, and this is f of x4. Now, what we have to determine? We have to determine f of 3. So, at x is equal to 3, what is the value of y? So, this is our problem. We have to determine, find u3. u3 means at x is equal to 3, what is the value of the function? That is u3. Now, the Lagrange's interpolating polynomial is, or the Lagrange's formula is, f of x is equal to x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x4, because 3 points are given, 4 points are given, and for first term, we have to leave this point, x naught. So, we have to write x minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x4 by x naught minus x1, x naught minus x2, x naught minus x4 into f of x naught. Similarly, for the second term, we have to write x minus x naught, leaving x minus x1. So, into x minus x2, x minus x4 by x1 minus x naught, x1 minus x2, x1 minus x4 into f of x1. Similarly, for the third term, we have to write x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x4, not x minus x2, divided by, subtract these from x0, x2, x2 minus x naught, x2 minus x1, x2 minus x4 into f of x4. In the last term, we have to write this as x minus x naught, x minus x1, x minus x2 by x4 minus x naught, x4 minus x1, x4 minus x2 into f of x4. Now, substitute all the values x1, x2, x4, x0, these values we know, f of x1, f of x1, f of x0, f of x2, f of x4, these values we know. Now substituting all the values, and in place of x, if we substitute 3, then we get the value of f of x3, f of 3, that is nothing but u3. Now we are substituting x is equal to 3 in the given formula. So to get u3 is equal to f of 3, at x is equal to 3, the value of the function u3 is, substitute in place of x3 and in place of x1, x2, x4, x0, f of x0, f of x1, f of x2. So we know these values, substituting, we get this result. So after substitution, the first factor will be, first term will become 145, and this is the second factor, second term, it will become minus 556, third factor will become 780, and fourth factor is 96.25. So after calculation, we get this value as 465.25. Again, so this is u3, 465.25. So this value should be in between the value of u2 and u4. So let us see here, what is the value of u2? u2 is 520 and u4 is 385. So these values are decreasing. At x is equal to 0, 580, 556, 520 and 385. So our value will be in between 385 and 520. So what we get here? We get 465.25, so which lies in between the values of u2 and u4. So this means our value is right. And so I think to understood this method, how to find the value of the function at a given point in between the data points by using Lagrange's interpolating polynomial. Okay, thank you.